One rainy afternoon, a little girl named Mira was walking home from school. Her pink coat was buttoned up tight against the chill, but all of a sudden, one of the buttons popped right off. It bounced on the sidewalk with a little click, clack, and then started to roll away. Before Myra could even try to grab it, the button slipped right through a tiny crack in the ground and vanished. Myra knelt down, feeling a little sad and very curious. Where could her button have gone? Just as she peeked into the darkness, the crack began to glow with a soft, warm light. It grew wider and wider, opening up into a swirling, colorful tunnel. With a gentle whoosh, Mira felt herself being pulled in. She tumbled through lights and colors, landing softly in a place she had never seen before. She had arrived in Button Town. It was amazing. All around her were tiny buttons with little arms and legs bustling about their day. Some were walking to work, others were shopping at markets made from spools of thread, and a few were even riding on buses made from thimbles. They all wore bright scarves made of thread and shiny hats made of needles. It was a whole world she never knew existed. Just then, a friendly, round, blue button walked up to her. "Welcome to Button Town," he squeaked in a tiny voice. "My name is Benny. We've been waiting for someone like you." Mira blinked, completely surprised. "Waiting for me? But why?" she asked. Benny smiled and motioned for her to follow. He led her to a workshop made of giant pincushions. And there, sitting sadly on a little stool made of thread, was her lost pink button. "We take care of all the forgotten buttons here," Benny explained softly. "But your button isn't ready to be forgotten. It still wants to return to the human world with you." Myra's face lit up. She walked over and gently picked up her button, holding it tight. "Of course," she said, smiling. "Then let's bring it home." Hearing this, all the buttons in the workshop started to cheer. Benny scurried over and began to weave a shimmering doorway out of golden thread. It glowed just like the tunnel that brought her there. Myra waved goodbye to her new friends, stepped through the magical doorway, and found herself right back on the rainy sidewalk. The crack in the ground was gone, and clutched safely in her hand was her little pink button. Later that evening, she carefully sewed it back onto her coat. As she tied the final knot, she whispered, "Thank you, Button Town." And even though she couldn't see it, Myra knew that somewhere deep beneath her feet, a whole town of tiny, bustling buttons was living out their secret, wonderful lives. So remember, always take care of the small things, because you never know what a big and magical story they might have behind them. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.